Okay, so we're looking at another 2008. Now, there's a lot of reading involved, and this has been put down as a quantitative because there's numbers involved, but there's a lot of reading involved at the start. So it could be verbal, but because there's analysis of numbers, we're calling it quantitative. So what I want you to do is read through the stimulus material, but don't start the questions until you just understand what's happening in the questions. Okay, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so there's three questions. Are people biased? Is a good question, and then the second question is, are they left or are they right? Okay, so there's information there, and we've got to work our way through the distractors. So they're basically saying that most people saying they're biased, but when they're asked follow-up questions, they don't get necessarily results they're expecting because they're called curious results. Okay, so what I want you to do is have a look at the first question, question 16, and have a go, and when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so the question they're asked is in question 16, the follow-up question in the survey, what's it trying to do? The first question is, are people biased? So that's definitely an important question, and the questions are asking, they're trying to work out, are they left wing or right wing? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to aim to explore the results of question 1 to see whether they're left or right wing, and that's the best answer in that one. Okay, so question 17. So again, they're called curious results. So have a look at the distractors and see if you can work out the best choice of those things. Like some of them are close to each other, but you have to work it out. Okay, so what we're trying to do is pick out the best answer. And question 1, which are people biased, there's no contradiction between them. They're saying they're still biased, but what we've got is the best answer is answer C, because even though a lot of people think they're biased, they can't actually work out what the bias is. So this follow-up question seems to contradict the result of question 1 in that lots of people say they're biased, but they're not actually finding any results to say which way they are. Okay, question 18. Can you have a go, and when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so you've had a look at it. People think there's bias, so we don't, just because people couldn't work out that they're left wing or right wing doesn't mean they're not really biased. This is a bad answer. The question's got nothing to do with newspapers. And the best answer is this answer D. Being too left or too right is not the only kind of bias, because 85% of people said they're biased. They just couldn't work out that they're left wing and right wing, because there's other sorts of bias that can exist. Okay, and that's the end of that block. Bye.